right, Sean Lane here, Pro Wrestling Enforcer, and I am sitting next to Wes Barkley.
Yes, sir.
Rip City Shooter.
Yes, sir.
So talk about that match you just had.
Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Check out Pro Wrestling Enforcer, best podcast out there. They hit me up to come on easily. So representing the Rip City Shooters, that's right. My brother from another mother, Joshua Bishop, he's doing other things in Jersey. Right now we're talking about the Church Street Brewery, Freelance Underground. I took on Storm Grayson. Storm Grayson's a hell of an athlete, hell of a talent. He took me to my limits. He might have been pulling hair. I mean, you guys got 2 cameras right here. They got 4 cameras out there. I think I was cheated.
How? How were you cheated?
Because he pulled my hair, he was grabbing the tights, he lifted them up when he beat me. But he didn't really beat me. We're talking to the commission, we're getting it overturned. He didn't fair and square beat me. I got cheated, but he's great and he took me to my limits, but I should have been the winner and undefeated still here in Freelance Underground.
Yeah, talk about, you're going to come back to Freelance in the future.
Absolutely.
You like to compete as a singles competitor. You also
Love it.
compete with Joshua Bishop.
Yeah.
Did you bring up Big Joshua here?
I would love to. And if JB's ready, I know he's ready to rock. So this is the Summer of the Shooters. Hashtag Summer of the Shooters. Me and JB, we're going coast to coast. We're eating that Versace French toast, taking down any territory that wants to bring us in. I might be back next week. I might be back next month. JB might be with me. It might be solo. We might both be doing solos. But just know this, if you see the Rip City Shooters on your show, you got 2 options. Get out of the way or get ran over. You pick.
Nice, definitely, man. And are you a fan of like the deathmatch stuff? Did you see yourself doing that one day? I know we just heard some fan talk about Matt Cardona. Yeah, you said you beat him.
I do have a victory over Matt Cardona about 2 weeks ago. You can check it out on IWTV. It was a 4-on-4 match. Me, JB, the Rip City Shooters with 2 Infinity and Beyond. That's Colin Delaney and Cheech Hernandez versus Swoggle, beat him. Smart Mark Sterling, he's on AEW, and Matt Cardona and Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, and Brian Myers. I always get their names mixed up. Kurt Myers, Brad Hawkins, whatever he wants to go by. But we beat him 4-on-4. And speaking of death matches, right? I don't really get down like that. If I have to take someone to a death match to beat them and prove my point, I will do that. So if you're out there, I will do that if it comes to that. But that's not really my style. You know, I'm too pretty for a death match, man. You know, like look at that. Like I got $1 million smile. I don't want to get those teeth knocked out. But if we're talking about that match, Nick Gage, king of the death match, right? He's the best death match. I beat him. Available on IWTV.
Really?
So I'm not scared of anybody. Anybody that bleeds red, they can get in the ring with Maserati, Wes Barkley, and lose just like the rest of them. So it doesn't matter to me. But thank you for that question, because a lot of people think I could just do this and that, but I can do it all.
For sure, it's good to have it in your back pocket.
I'm the jack of all trades, and I'm always 2 steps ahead.
How about master of any or master of none?
What was that, sorry?
Master of any or master of none? You said jack.
I love that. I love that. That's good. We might have to add that to the hashtags.
So yeah, also you'll talk about what you got coming up.
So last week I was in West Virginia, Thursday, hanging out with my guy Shane Douglas. ACW Appalachian Championship Wrestling in West Virginia. Great promotion. Always takes care of me and JB, the Rip City Shooters. Check out the Chandler Biggins Memorial Tag Team Tournament, which should be on IWTV. 3 matches if I want to win the whole thing. Check it out. I can't give any spoilers, but I'm in it to win it. Day after that, I'm hanging out with the Godfather in Ashtabula with AIW again. AIW's got a unreal schedule over the summer. I'm getting some great opportunities. We got a show with Danhausen making his return. We got Terry Runnels, and we got Anthony Green making his debut. OWA in Columbus, I think we're going to be there. Black Label Pro in Chicago, I might be making a return. I might not. Who knows? But I know Freelance is on the future, Freelance Underground. I'm ready to rock. Whoever wants to bring the mercenaries, the Rip City Shooters into your company to beat your guys up, because we ain't losing, let us know. We'll be there.
So it seems like an appearance at the summit is in order.
I think so.
Awesome.
As long as they cut that check.
Big weekend too, because you got AEW in town, so you get that exposure.
And we know some AEW people, and you know, I can't say too much. I can't say too much, but and WWE's back rocking. So you never know. You never know where we're gonna show up next.
Impact Wrestling.
Impact's a great company. Again, Cardona and Myers both there. Beat them both.
Right. So that means
I ain't scared of anybody. D'Lo Brown, he's cool. He was in ACW with us. He's a good dude. But yeah, I ain't scared about anybody.
And what does it mean like to you when you find someone wearing a piece of merchandise. So it'll be like a pin, a T-shirt, and I want
A
you to
Rip City one?
yeah,
Talking about
and I
Rip
want
City?
you to plug your merchandise
Well, I
too.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I got shirts on my Instagram at Maserati West. We're coming out with some new merchandise right now. That's a great question though, because we did a very limited run of Rip City Shooters T-shirts. So if you have one, that's how I know you are a real fan, because there's a lot of fake fans out there and there's a lot of real fans. And if you're really a fan of the Rip City Shooters, you got a shirt. So when the next drop comes, you better not miss it, because it's going quick, and you can bet on that.
Only online, not in person.
I'll do it in person
Oh,
too.
you know, in
It
person?
depends.
Oh,
It depends how I'm feeling. If I got cheated, I got to talk to the commission. You know, I don't have shirts out today because they were messing with me. So
I got you.
yeah,
So it's just
but that's a
depends
great
on
question,
who.
because the real fans know, and they don't miss out.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you. Just tell us how we can find you.
Yep.
The Maserati, West Barkley on
Yes,
Twitter,
sir.
Wrestling More So.
That's me. Thank you for having me on. Instagram at Maserati West, Twitter at West Barkley, Facebook. Who really goes on Facebook? You hit me up on either of those, we'll be in touch. Bookings at westbarkley.com. You want me to come in and beat you up your favorite wrestler? I'll do it for a discounted rate, or maybe I won't. We'll be in touch.